All right, listen. Your anger isn't as long as you think. It's just stress chemicals, your nervous system, and your brain doing their job. Let's break down 10 neuroscience-based techniques to train it instead of fighting it. I needed this badly, and I think you do too. I used to think I had an anger problem. Little things would ruin my whole day. A comment, a message, a tone, and just like that, my brain was gone. Not thinking, just reacting. And the worst part? I thought it was me, my personality, my weakness, my lack of control. But it wasn't. It was biology misunderstood. First, the 9-0. Second truth. When something triggers you, your brain releases stress chemicals, cortisol, adrenaline. Your heart speeds up. Your breath changes. Your body prepares for danger. This is automatic. You don't choose this part. But here's the part most people never learn. That chemical wave only lasts about 90 seconds. So if you're still angry 10 minutes later, you're no longer reacting to reality. You're reacting to your own thoughts. You replay it, you exaggerate it, you relive it. That's how 90 seconds turns into hours. So next time it hits, don't fight it. Just notice it. This is just chemistry, and let it pass. Second, now. You're not a remote control. We say, they made me angry. But that's not accurate, because if they control your emotions, you've already lost control. What actually happens is simpler. They trigger something that already exists. Old experiences, old beliefs, old pain. That's why two people hear the same words and react completely differently. It's not the event. It's the meaning your brain attaches to it. So instead of reacting instantly, pause and ask, why did this hit me so hard? Because your triggers are not random. They're patterns waiting to be understood. Third, here's the part that changes everything. Anger is not the real emotion. It's the shield, a fast, loud, protective response. But underneath it, something quieter, hurt, fear, rejection, embarrassment. Anger feels powerful, but vulnerability feels risky. So your brain chooses anger, not because it's right, but because it feels safer. But if you only express anger, you stay stuck on the surface. So next time, look deeper. What am I actually feeling? That question alone can shift your entire reaction. There is a gap you've been missing between what happens and what you do next. There is a space, tiny, almost invisible, but real. And inside that space is your control. Most people skip it. They go from trigger straight to reaction. But if you can pause, even briefly, you interrupt the pattern. You stop being automatic and start being intentional. That 1 second is where change begins. 4. Become the observer. Right now, you think you are your emotions. I am angry. I am stressed. But you're not. You're the one experiencing them. There's a part of you that can step back and observe everything. Your thoughts, your reactions, your impulses. Instead of saying, I'm angry, say, I notice anger. That creates distance. And distance creates control. You don't need to eliminate emotions. You just need to stop being controlled by them. 5. Difficult people are training you. This is uncomfortable, but true. That person who triggers you the most, they are training you. Your patience, your boundaries, your awareness. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in friction. So instead of asking, why are they like this? Ask, what is this teaching me? That shift turns frustration into progress. 6. You need boundaries. Some of your anger is delayed frustration. You tolerate too much, say yes too often, stay too long, and eventually you explode. Not because of one moment, but because of accumulation. Boundaries are not rejection. They are protection. They define what you allow. Simple phrases can change everything. I'm not available for this right now. Let's continue later. I'm not comfortable with that. That's not harsh. That's healthy. 7. Take the break before you break. When your nervous system is overloaded, your thinking brain shuts down. You're no longer responding logically. You're reacting emotionally. So, don't push through. Pause. Step away. Even a short break resets your system. 5 minutes of space can prevent hours of regret. Give your brain time to come back online. 8. Know your triggers. Your reactions follow patterns. Certain people, certain tones, certain situations. When you identify them, you stop being caught off guard. You start anticipating, and when you expect a trigger, you're less controlled by it. Awareness creates space. Space creates choice. 9. Your brain is a story machine. You don't react to reality. You react to your interpretation of reality. Your brain constantly builds stories. They don't respect me. They're ignoring me. They're against me. But those are assumptions, not facts. Same situation, different story, different emotion. So ask yourself, what story am I telling? And then, is there another possibility? Because when you change the story, you change your experience. 10. The extra edge most people miss. Here's something small, but powerful. Your body can calm your mind, slow your breathing, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. These signals tell your nervous system, you're safe. And when your body feels safe, your thoughts follow. You don't always need to think your way out. Sometimes you regulate your way out. I didn't become calm overnight. I didn't eliminate anger. I just stopped misunderstanding it. I stopped treating it like an enemy and started seeing it as a signal, something to observe, not obey. And over time, that changed everything. The simple system. If you remember anything, remember this. Feel the 90 seconds. Don't feed it. Pause before reacting. Look under the anger. Observe. Don't become. Set boundaries. Take breaks. Know your triggers. Question your stories. Calm your body to calm your mind. Simple, but powerful. If practiced. You're not broken. You're not too emotional. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Protect you. React fast. Keep you safe. But most of the time, you're not in danger. You're just triggered. And once you understand that, you stop giving every moment control over you and start choosing your response. I didn't become a calm frog. I became a trained one. And that made all the difference. If this made sense to your frog brain, stick around. We're not just reacting anymore. We're learning how to respond. And maybe the goal was never to eliminate anger, just to understand it a little more each time it shows up. Because the moment you stop fighting it is the moment you start leading it. So if this shifted something in you, stay with me and don't forget to subscribe.